Hey, sweetie, don't forget that the real estate agent is coming around tomorrow and bringing some potential buyers. So we need to make sure that everything is in order and looking as perfect as possible to try and entice someone to put an offer in on the house. I've cleaned the living room and most of the kitchen, but I'll need help when you get back from work just to finish off the rest of the house so that everything's ready for tomorrow. Oh, and on your way back from work, could you pick me up some eggs and some chocolate chips? I'm going to make some cookies to try and get the house to smell as great as possible.
Oh, that viewing's tomorrow?
Yeah, don't tell me you forgot about it.
Um,
Oh, Alan. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not until tomorrow, so we'll have plenty of time to get everything ready. Are you able to go to the shop for me, by the way?
I guess?
Great. If I think of anything else, then I'll message you.
Hang on, it was just a few small things. Now you want me to get, like, the whole week's groceries?
It's not that big of a deal. Besides, I said if I thought of anything else, I'd let you know. I'm not going to suddenly ask you to buy a month's worth of groceries. We don't have time for that, and I really can't be bothered to try and figure out what we have in the cupboards. We can just order something in for tonight.
No way, this is just too much pressure. I don't know what you want or anything like that. If you want something from the shop, you'll have to go yourself.
What? You literally just said that you'd go for me. Why have you changed your mind now?
I'm way too stressed for this. I don't have time to think about going to the shops or stupid realtors or anything. I'm working really hard, so you'll just have to do everything by yourself. Got it?
Alan, I really can't get the house in order for the realtor all by myself. I really need your help here. We've been wanting to sell the house for ages now, and this is finally our chance to do so. But we need to make it look as good as possible to get the best possible price for it. And I can't do that all by myself.
Fine. I'll be back after work, but you'll have to go to the shop yourself. I'm too tired to go shopping for anything after work.
Fine, I'll go to the shops. Just make sure you get back ASAP after you finish work.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Look, I know this is a lot of effort and quite a stressful time, but once we sell the house and are able to buy the new one we've been looking at, then it will all be worth it in the end.
If you say so. Anyway, I've got to work now.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Alan, where are you? You were supposed to finish work ages ago. How come you're not back yet? We still have so many things to do before the real estate agent and the prospective buyers come to look around. I really need you here to help out.
Oh, yeah, about that. I decided that I didn't really feel like cleaning and tidying everything this evening, especially considering I had to go to work, so I've decided not to come home tonight.
What? Please tell me you're joking. We've got so much to do still.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not coming home tonight.
Well, where are you then?
I'm just at my mom's house.
Seriously?
Yeah, oh, and she totally agrees with me, by the way. She thinks that it's kind of rude of you to demand that I help out with all the cleaning and stuff at home when I've been at work all day. She said that considering you're the wife, that you should be the one to cook and clean and do all of the other chores. I shouldn't have to do women's work, to be honest.
Women's work? What on earth are you on about? Taking care of a house is not women's work. If two people live in it, like we do, then it's up to them both to keep it clean and tidy and looking nice. It's not even the fact that we're trying to sell the house. If you don't want to live in a pigsty, then both people in the couple should take responsibility for the house and make sure it's all clean and tidy no matter what the occasion is. And it's not even like you're the only one who works. I'd understand and take a bit more responsibility if I was a stay-at-home wife who had time to clean and stuff during the day, but the fact of the matter is I have a job too. I was only free today because I knew that the realtor was coming tomorrow, so I took the day off from work to sort things out.
Well, whatever. I'm tired and stressed, and all I want to do is have a nice, relaxing evening after work. I knew that if I came home, then I wouldn't be able to do that as you just keep nagging me over and over again to help.
Seriously? But we need to do this together, Alan.
Look, I'm done talking about this. I'm staying at my mom's tonight. Don't start begging me to come back. It's so annoying, and I really can't be bothered to deal with your whining. It just makes you look so pathetic.
Fine then. And don't worry, I wasn't going to beg you for anything. Not anymore. I can clearly see what you think of me and that you're not going to help me anyway.
Huh? What do you mean you're not gonna beg me to come back? You don't honestly think that you can do anything without me there to help, do you? I mean, I'm the man here. You're just a weak woman. What can you do if I'm not there to help? If you just say you're sorry for ordering me around and beg me to come back a little bit, then maybe I'll think of coming to help you.
No, it's okay. You've made it very clear that you don't want to help me with the house, so you can stay where you are. I don't need some useless and lazy person getting in my way when I'm trying to tidy things up and mend things. I mean, I've got to try and fix the leaky tap in the kitchen, and if you're just going to mope around the house because I've asked you to help, then I'd rather you not be there, getting in my way.
You? Doing DIY? Ha! As if you could. That's a man's job. Like I said though, just beg me to come back home and I might consider coming to sort everything out properly. After all, you don't want to flood the house right before people come to look at it, do you?
Of course not. That's why I turned the water off first.
Ah, well, I bet you don't even know where the lever for that is, do you?
It's under the sink.
This isn't fair. You should be begging me to come back to help you. You're just a woman. You shouldn't know how to do any of this DIY stuff.
Are you really being this petty right now? You're getting angry and annoyed at me simply because I know how to do simple DIY stuff, and I'm not begging you to come and save me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the man in this relationship, not you. I don't want to be shown up and made to feel emasculated. You need to stick to cooking and cleaning, and I'll do the fixing of things.
Okay, 1, that's incredibly sexist. And 2, you're not here to do anything.
Yeah, only because you've not begged me to come back yet. How hard is it to understand? Beg me to come home already.
Okay, wow. No, that's not happening. If you want to come home, then you can come home. Although, with how you're acting, don't be surprised if you end up sleeping on the sofa. I'm going now because I've got too much to do, and standing around arguing with you isn't helping anything.
If you stop talking to me and if you don't beg me to come help you in the next 5 minutes, then you'd better be ready for the consequences.
Consequences? And what are those then?
Well, you'll just have to wait and see.
Uh-huh. Well, whilst you think up some consequences, I'm going to get back to work.
Why can't you just be a good little housewife and do what I say? How hard is it to listen to your husband? Stop being so disobedient.
Disobedient? Where on earth has all of this come from? You weren't this sexist and crazy when we first got married.
Yeah, well, this is who I am now. Deal with it. You could have saved yourself the trouble if you just done what I told you to, but you're simply too stubborn for your own good. I'm gonna go and relax now then. My mom has made me a nice dinner and I'm gonna just watch some TV and go to bed. What are you gonna do? Stay up all night working on stuff that a woman just shouldn't be working on? It's not very attractive, you know. We'll have to have a proper conversation about all of this when I get back.
Uh-huh, sure.
Hey, there's no need to be so grumpy. This is all your fault anyway.
I'm going now.
Okay, very well. Vanessa, where have you gone? Why aren't you at home? And why is there a soul sign already in front of the house? We never discussed anything about selling it yet. I haven't even met the people who are going to potentially buy it. You can't make these kind of decisions without me. I'm the man. I'm the one who gets to decide.
Oh, Alan, you finally decided to go home, I see. Well, I say home. It's just a house now for all intents and purposes. I mean, it's not my home anymore.
That's exactly what I'm on about. What have you done? Why is the house sold?
Well, that's what the whole purpose of getting a realtor was about. To sell the house.
Yes, I know that, but we should have talked about things first. Like how much they were willing to pay and whether we like the look of the people or not. You can't just decide that stuff by yourself. I own half the house, so I get a say as well, and so I say that it's not sold yet.
Actually, about that. I think you'll find that you don't own half of anything.
Huh?
The house is mine.
What are you on about? That can't be true.
Actually, it is. Do you remember when we were first looking for a house to buy? You were on minimum wage at the time, having just started your new job. So we decided, or well, more like you forced me to put the mortgage in my name as I was earning more than you. You didn't want to deal with the payments, but you didn't care if I had to. So, yeah. It turns out that I'm the one who gets to decide who buys my house, not you.
Hang on, but that's not fair. I live there too. I should get a say in what happens to it.
Afraid not.
You and I are gonna have a proper chat about what you can and can't do. You're getting way too used to just doing whatever you want, and it's not a good trait for a woman to have. You need to get used to doing what I tell you to as your husband.
Actually, no. I'm never going to have a conversation with you ever again.
What do you mean?
I want a divorce.
What? No way, I won't give you one.
Well, you see, me asking you was just me being polite. What I meant to say was that I am getting a divorce. I've already contacted some lawyers, and they are more than happy to represent me in court if it comes to it.
I can't believe you're doing this to me. How selfish can you get?
I'm not being selfish. I've just finally realized the type of person you are, and let me tell you, it's not someone I want to be with. I don't want a husband who is constantly belittling me and telling me that I can't do something just because I'm a woman. I deserve so much better than that.
Fine then. If that's the way you want to be, then I'll divorce you and I'll take all the money from the house sale too. It is mine after all.
No, it isn't. Have you already forgotten the fact that the house was mine? That means the money from the sale is mine too. All of it.
What?
Yep. So I'm going to go and find myself a lovely new flat to live in, and, well, I don't care what you do, as long as you're nowhere near me.
You absolute witch. That should be my money. I'm the man. I need it more than you.
Well, until you learn how to be a proper man, one who respects women, I don't think you'll be finding yourself with much of anything for the time being. Anyway, the divorce papers will be with you soon. I've got to go now because I've got quite a few flats to look at to buy. See ya.
You've really done it this time, Vanessa. Just you wait. I'll show you. Vanessa? Please don't go. Please come back. I'll beg if I have to.
I divorced Alan in the end. He tried to fight it at first, but after the judge saw how he had been treating me, he sided with me in the end and gave me the divorce. I've since found a nice new flat to live in the city, and it's got a wonderful view. Last I heard, Alan couldn't find a place to live, so he had to move back in with his mom. Also, with his new sexist attitude, he's not had any chance with relationships. Who knew that women didn't like to be treated like an object from the 1950s? Well, I mean, probably everyone apart from Alan. But if he's rejected enough, maybe he'll eventually learn.